What really happened behind Jimin's unexpected tears? Why does Jungkook, a figure known for his strength and energy, feel deeply regretful? What has happened in the bond between these two BTS members, which until now seemed unshakable? As the international community is busy with new news from BTS, one painful moment has enveloped both of them. An incident that has changed everything, and one that ARMY BTS's loyal fans are not ready to accept. It all started on a day that seemed like any other for Jungkook and Jimin. Both of them appeared energetic as usual, despite their long journey as BTS members, always busy. However, behind their unbroken smiles, something was building, a silent tension. No one could have predicted that something this small would end up with tears flowing uncontrollably. For many, perhaps they did not see what was happening behind the scenes. Like most relationships in the entertainment world, the bond between Jungkook and Jimin is something very personal. They are not just group mates, they are friends, brothers. But something that has recently occurred revealed that even such a strong bond has its hidden dark side. What caused Jimin, who is known for his ever-present smile, to lose control of his emotions like that? Is it related to a major decision made by Jungkook recently? Some sources have mentioned that a long conversation between Jungkook and Jimin recently changed everything. According to close sources, Jungkook feels deeply regretful about a choice he made. A choice that not only impacted him but also Jimin. From the outside, the two may seem happy and inseparable. But in a rare interview, Jungkook finally opened up about the feelings he had been hiding all along. He admitted that there were times in their journey together that made him feel down, and that moment came at the most unexpected time. What was said in that conversation? Why did Jungkook's words cause Jimin, who has always seemed strong, to be unable to hold back his tears? This isn't just about the words spoken, but about how a decision made without careful consideration can affect someone who means so much in our lives. In a world filled with public scrutiny, the pressure to always appear perfect often makes us forget the importance of maintaining personal relationships. Jungkook, in his regret, realized how deep the bond between him and Jimin really was. A bond that he could not take lightly. But what exactly made Jungkook feel so regretful? Why does he feel such deep regret about something that he should not have done? Some say this decision is linked to an action that perhaps he did not fully consider at the time. An action that is now being revealed as one of the hardest moments in his career. For Jimin, the emotions felt weren't just about the decision itself, but about how it affected their relationship. After understanding the reason behind Jungkook's actions, Jimin felt crushed, betrayed by someone he trusted so much. That is why it's not surprising that Jimin couldn't hold back his tears. Sometimes disappointment comes from the people we trust the most, and that's what Jimin felt at that moment. Meanwhile, ARMY, who has always supported BTS through thick and thin, felt anxious and shocked by this incident. Those who have seen the two of them together since their debut now start to wonder, what really happened? Why did Jimin, known for his strength, break down so easily just because of one conversation? And what made Jungkook feel so regretful about something that shouldn't have happened? In the entertainment world, it's not unusual for idols to face tremendous pressure. However, what happened between Jungkook and Jimin shows just how fragile a relationship can be when we fail to carefully maintain communication and understanding. Is this just a minor issue blown out of proportion? Or is there something deeper we don't know? For Jimin, this wasn't just about personal feelings, but also about how the trust they had built over the years now seemed to be crumbling. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and when it's threatened, the consequences can be huge. When Jimin holds back his tears, perhaps he feels a sense of loss. Not just as a friend, but as someone who has always been there for Jungkook. As fans, we can only speculate about what really happened. However, one thing is certain. This is a crucial moment in their lives that will be remembered forever. While Jungkook tries to repair everything that has been broken, Jimin is searching for a way to heal his emotional wounds. Moving forward, we might see significant changes in the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin. Perhaps this will be a turning point in their journey as a group, or maybe this is just a temporary test that will make them stronger than before. But one thing is clear. This incident will haunt them, and we as fans can only wait and see how they will face it. Will this relationship recover, or will there be more surprises ahead? One thing is for sure, we haven't seen the end of this story. A story about two friends who, although imperfect, try to understand each other in a world full of pressure and scrutiny. In the ever-changing world of entertainment, we are often faced with the need to question the truth behind every news story. The case between Jungkook and Jimin is undeniably emotional, but we must be cautious not to fall into the trap of sensationalism, which often comes with unverified information. So what really happened here? Is this event truly real? Or is it just a scenario crafted to attract media attention and fans? When we witness Jimin's emotional reaction and Jungkook's regret, it undeniably stirs our feelings. But behind every story presented to the public, there are always two sides to consider. Can we be sure that the information presented to us is a pure fact? Or is there a hidden agenda behind it? In a media world that is full of competition and pressure to always produce captivating stories, it is not uncommon for us to be confronted with information that might not be accurate. The sources we encounter on platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other social media often mix opinions with facts, making it difficult for us to distinguish between the two. Do we truly know the origins of the information we receive? Can we trust that the news we see is coming from credible sources? Or is it simply exaggerated to create sensation? In this case, we need to ask ourselves, do we truly believe that Jimin's emotional breakdown and Jungkook's deep regret are authentic? Or is this just part of a strategy to boost their popularity in the eyes of fans and the media? Can we trust every claim made by the people involved? Or should we dig deeper and verify every piece of information before drawing conclusions? It's important to remember that, despite the information coming from various sources that appear credible, we must maintain a skeptical mindset. Don't let emotions or a compelling narrative cloud our objectivity. We urge you to think critically. Do you truly believe this is a real event? Or is there a possibility this is simply a fabricated story meant to capture public attention? As wise readers, let's engage in further discussion. What exactly happened behind the scenes here? Are we witnessing a groundbreaking event? Or are we just being fed a drama intentionally staged to move our emotions? Don't be quick to settle for what we see on the surface. Instead, let's question the truth behind every piece of information we receive.